Today we're diving deep into what's going on with the Raiders during their minicamp, that crucial time when the team really starts to come together and the real competition kicks off. This minicamp is mandatory, lasting 3 days from June 10th through the 12th, with players reporting a day earlier on the 9th for their physicals. These physicals are important because they're the gateway before any on-field work can begin. Once those are cleared, the players hit the practice fields to show what they've got. This period isn't full contact, but don't be mistaken. Helmets are on, and there's definitely some physicality involved. You'll see players hitting and battling a bit, but quarterbacks will wear red jerseys signaling they're off limits, protecting those key playmakers while allowing the rest of the team to go full throttle. Minicamp offers the first real chance for live reps on both offense and defense, and that's where the coaches get their initial look at how players perform under pressure in a competitive setting. It's not just about individual skill, but about who brings that edge, who can push harder, and who thrives in head-to-head battles. The Raiders have been preaching competition all off-season, and now it's time to see that message come to life. Every single snap counts, and the stakes are high, because this is when the coaching staff starts to identify what the roster might still need before training camp officially opens in a few weeks. One of the biggest things about minicamp is it allows the team to gauge where they stand after the draft and off-season acquisitions, and to figure out who might be a surprise. Those players who slip under the radar but come in hungry to prove they belong. And that's the kind of energy the Raiders want. Guys who can push veterans and rookies alike and make this team better by forcing real competition at every position. Speaking of surprises, one name that's been quietly making waves is Thomas Harper. Harper didn't make huge headlines coming into the offseason and wasn't spotlighted heavily in the initial 53-man roster projections, but that's exactly why he's so intriguing. He doesn't fit the stereotypical mold of a long, lanky, ultra-athletic safety like the kind Pete Carroll favors, but he's versatile. Last season he played quite well, earning trust in the free safety spot and even lining up in the nickel package. His ability to adapt to multiple roles in the secondary is something the Raiders really value. Coaches love a player who can fill gaps and offer flexibility in their defensive schemes, and Harper's doing just that. It's going to be fascinating to see if he can step up and solidify his role further during these practices. Then there's Rodgers, a massive player who came in through the International Pathway program. This guy is a physical specimen, originally a defensive tackle, but now being tested as an offensive guard. The Raiders have been preparing for changes to the rules that could affect blocking schemes. Specifically, they seem ready for the possibility of a ban on the tush-push play. That's become a staple for some teams. By bringing in Lockett's Tossie, they're building a powerful, versatile offensive line capable of adapting to whatever comes next. His size alone makes him a formidable presence, and the coaching staff is excited about his potential. Lockett isn't just a practice squad hopeful. He has the talent to compete for a real spot, which is a big deal because teams are allowed to keep one international pathway player on the roster, meaning the Raiders might be investing heavily in him. Shifting to the wide receivers, Alex Bachman is a name that deserves some spotlight. He's a player who last season surprised many by making the final roster, and he's doing more of the same this year. Bachman brings veteran savvy and a relentless competitive spirit, the kind of guy who shows up every day ready to battle and never backs down. From what's been reported around the Raiders facility, Bachman has made several clutch catches, runs crisp routes, and has dependable hands. That combination is gold for a quarterback like Geno Smith, who values reliability and precision over flash. Bachman's upside might not be sky high in terms of athleticism, but his work ethic and consistency make him a valuable asset to this offense. Another receiver who will be turning heads is Colin Johnson. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches and weighing about 222 pounds, Johnson is a towering presence on the field. When you watch him run routes and go after the ball, it's clear why he's caught the eye of coaches and fans alike. He's the biggest guy out there. And while Dante Thornton Jr. might be the flashier, more athletic alien among receivers, Johnson has a unique blend of size and length that can create mismatches against defenders. Thornton and Johnson are often compared because of their similar builds, but Johnson's size advantage makes him a different kind of threat. his ability to shield defenders and haul in contested catches could become a real weapon for this team. The offensive line, keep an eye on Dalton Wagner. Though he was featured in earlier roster projections, his battle with veteran right guard Munford is going to be one of the most intense position battles during minicamp. The Raiders have confidence in their top 8 linemen, including rookies like Jordan Meredith and Dylan Parham. But Wagner's performance could tip the scales. If he wants a spot, he needs to prove he's better than others and make a strong case for keeping 9 offensive linemen on the roster. The Raiders clearly have faith in their core line, but competition like this is what drives everyone to raise their level. Moving over to tight ends, Carter Renan is a player who's been turning heads with his athleticism. Coming out of Towson, Renan had an impressive collegiate career with 45 receptions for just over 500 yards and 5 touchdowns. He has a background in basketball, which shows in his agility and body control. While he's still learning the nuances of the tight end position, his upside is exciting. The Raiders have solid options with Brock and Michael Mayer, but having a guy like Renan pushing for a spot adds depth and flexibility. There are already whispers comparing his potential to the early days of Darren Waller. Not that Renan is on Waller's level yet, but the comparison highlights the kind of athletic freak he could become if he continues developing. His ability to run routes and be a reliable target could earn him a spot on the roster, especially if the team wants to find a hidden gem at tight end. On defense, Andre Carter is another player worth watching. A tough competitor who joined the team later last season, Carter is expected to compete fiercely with Charles Snowden for snaps. Both players bring different skills, and whoever comes out on top could have a big impact on the linebacker groups. Depth and effectiveness. Among the undrafted free agents, John Joyner stands out. He was graded highly by analysts coming out of the draft and could be a key contributor on special teams or in rotational roles. There are some question marks across the linebacker core, including around Charles Snowden and Tyree Wilson, so Joyner's performance in minicamp could be crucial. If he can prove his reliability and consistency, he might become a valuable asset for the team's defense. Zach Carter, a defensive tackle who showed flashes last season with 22 tackles and 1.5 sacks, could also be in the mix. The Raiders are concerned about depth at defensive tackle, especially with Christian Wilkins' status uncertain. They want to keep 7 defensive tackles, so Carter's ability to contribute in spurts might make him the logical choice to secure a spot. Though Tank Booker is another big body they like for that role. On the linebacker front, again, Jalen Walker has been making noise. He and Matt Jones appear to be the top undrafted linebackers to watch, and Walker's coverage skills add a valuable dimension. The Raiders need players who can cover effectively in today's NFL, and Walker's versatility, along with his special teams contributions, could make a difference in who sticks around. Jalen Smith, at 29 years old, earned a spot at the Raiders rookie minicamp last year and impressed with his leadership and work ethic. While he isn't a special team standout, if the coaches find ways to use him on special teams this year, that could boost his chances of making the team. Michigan. Product Michael Barrett is another interesting name. The Raiders have a history of valuing players from Michigan, with legends like Tom Brady and coaches who respect that winning culture. Barrett might be more of a special teams and practice squad candidate for now, but he's definitely one to watch as he adapts to the professional game. At cornerback, Melo Datson is turning heads. Though he lacks elite athleticism, his effort and tenacity on the field are off the charts. Coming out of Kansas, Datson was a leader on defense, especially noted for his knack for scoring defensive touchdowns. The Raiders want players who can both take care of the football and force turnovers, and Datson's intensity could earn him a role in the nickel package or special teams. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy, drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a surprising turn of events that has the NFL world buzzing, rumors are swirling that Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers may have reached an agreement with the Las Vegas Raiders, while nothing has been officially confirmed by either. Organization insiders close to the situation suggest that talks have progressed rapidly in recent days, with a potential deal already in place behind closed doors. If true, this move would send shockwaves across the league. Rodgers, a future Hall of Famer known for his precision passing and unmatched football IQ, was believed to be committed to the Steelers after joining the franchise in a high-profile transfer that stunned fans and analysts alike. However, whispers from within league circles now point to a possible rift in Pittsburgh, or perhaps a change in Rodgers' own ambitions, leading him to consider the Raiders as his next and possibly final NFL destination. What's fueling this speculation is the growing buzz around the Raiders front office, where sources claim meetings and phone calls involving Rodgers' representatives have taken place. The Las Vegas franchise, still looking for a consistent presence at quarterback after years of instability, could view Rodgers as the missing piece to return to playoff contention. Pairing the veteran signal caller with star wideout Davante Adams, his former Green Bay teammate, would only heighten the excitement. Some skeptics argue that the cap logistics make such a move unlikely, especially considering Rodgers' massive contract. But in a league where blockbuster trades and stunning free agency deals are becoming the norm, nothing can be ruled out. And with Rodgers' well-documented unpredictability and love for dramatic turns in his career path, this latest twist seems almost fitting. Could this be the start of a new silver and black chapter for Rodgers? The NFL world watches and waits. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.